Good morning, everybody. We are starting just a smidge early.
Morning, folks. How are we doing?
Because we can. You know. Because we can.
And this is possibly Wendy-specific content. Literally half an hour ago, I learned that the original Paul Anderson-directed Mortal Kombat movie canonically occurs in the same universe as Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I saw a tweet, which just is mind-destroying.
There is apparently an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch where Shang Tsung shows up, and it's revealed that he's kind of a cousin of one of her aunts. And,
he keeps stealing the soul of the cat.
Yeah, he steals Saleb's soul, and everyone is not cool with this. And eventually he goes, okay, I guess his soul is not mine. But could you promote the tournament that starts next week? In cinemas everywhere.
You did not see the thumbs up from Alistair, but I'm sure you will.
They felt it in their souls.
Yes, in their sub-soul region. Good morning.
I'm very tickled by the idea of Uncle Shang.
And look, they found more concrete. That's now 4 separate layers where the conservatory was. Unbelievable. God,
do
Wendy.
Do we think that's one concrete borderline fetishizing builder? Or do you think that's 4 separate builders going, fuck it, pour some concrete?
I'm starting to think maybe they just had all the leftover bits from the development of the entire development and just poured it into your yard for some reason?
That is not without context. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the concept of the Friday car?
The Friday car.
And for a long time, and I don't know how accurate this is, but for a long time there was this thing about how if your car hit a certain amount of maintenance issues in a year, it was probably a Friday car. As in, it was one of the cars made at like 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon, so people were like, fuck it, it's got wheels.
Oh, okay. Great. Our builder is of the opinion that the previous editors of our house were concrete fetishists.
See?
Yeah, okay. Hey, Specky, good morning. We've started a little early, so the ad break is running for those who are viewers of such things. So you might not be able to hear us, but we're just chilling a little bit. Frankie and I are just going to have quick showers, and then we'll hear. Take your time.
It's all good, buddy. We got you.
I got a cup of coffee. I sliced the banana bread I made yesterday. I made a chungoid yesterday, and it was very tasty.
And continues to be very tasty, and surely will be tasty again.
Yes, and there's also all the fixings for sausage rolls in the fridge. I just haven't made them yet, because we woke up at,
about half an hour ago.
10!
Yeah.
Because...
What was the back end of Bonsai's message? It got cut off.
Oh, I missed it. I watched the whole of the Slay the Princess streams yesterday because I had lots to do before we go on holiday today. Wanted to say that they were awesome, and thanks. Oh, thank you so much. I like the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I think there's still 2 endings we haven't unlocked. But unfortunately, I'm trying very hard not to go on Steam right now.
I am amazed at the fact that we're a good chunk of the way through the weekend and Marguerite hasn't opened Baldur's Gate 3 once.
I've downloaded it and updated it, but I haven't, because the minute I open that character creator, it's bye to me for 8 hours.
They have adjusted the character animations, so if you're playing a dwarfie, and she will be, then...
Quite likely. I haven't decided. I still think I'm going to play a paladin.
Then you excuse me for a second whilst I pretend to be stunned.
Hush now. I like to tank.
I'm
very bad at
the box. It's larger on the inside.
Hush.
This is unprecedented.
Hush now. I am crappy at point-and-click adventuring games. I've never played any of the Baldur's Gate, Elder Scrolls, whatever.
You sounded kind of bubbly, so...
Oh, okay, let me deal with that. Hang on. Why you bubble? Why? Stop it. I'm hoping that's better. Let me know. I turned the monitor off because I can't stand hearing my own voice. That's annoying.
I mean, the sound quality for me is brilliant. It's like she's in the room.
I love you very much. Though I remain 25% convinced that I'm the only one who hears the bubbly sound. Okay. Alistair. But no, I've never played point and click mouse and keyboard adventuring games. I am a console gamer and always have been. The only other time I've done it is Dragon Age Origins. Originally I played it on the PC, and then we bought it all.
Because that was when BioWare had an immense fondness for really clanky menu systems, so you kind of had to.
Exactly. But, between Dimension 20 and Baldur's Gate, I am closer to considering playing D&D than I ever have been in my life. How about that? All I'm getting is your bubbly personality. Thank you very much, Rebecca. That's very sweet of you.
See, I think you might successfully dodge it for a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out on PS5 in September, and then it's
Yeah, but I'm looking at the inventory management that I'm seeing on all these TikToks, and I'm like, no, I need a mouse. I need a mouse and a keyboard for such things.
I meant to tell you.
Because I remember trying to play the first Mass Effect on a console, and I'm like, I had to set aside entire play sessions for inventory management. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That can be quite enjoyable, but still. Especially since I've seen this thing where apparently starting characters do very little damage, but if you pile up all the crappy weapons that you take off of people and you throw them at enemies, that does a lot more damage.
Hey, buddy.
So I'm going to be encouraged to be a pack rat, and therefore a paladin can carry more stuff.
Of course. I meant to tell you, I saw a TikTok yesterday, and it may have been staged, but it was still very good. It was a lady playing Baldur's Gate 3, and her husband walks past, kisses her on the head, and he goes, "Alright, honey, I'm going to bed." She said, "Cool, I'll be right with you, just going to finish this fight." And then the time-lapse starts.
Yeah.
And it goes split screen, so it's just her at the keyboard, and it's what's going on the screen, and it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And then I think I almost woke you up, because I went, oh, fuck off. Really? Then it gets light outside.
Yeah.
And he just comes downstairs, kisses her on the head, and hands her a cup of coffee. And she's played 12 straight hours.
This is why I'm really worried about starting the game.
You won't. I've never seen you do that.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, you have. You remember when I got Dragon Age Inquisition? You had to make me get up out of the chair after 3 days.
But you didn't sleep in the chair. And
That's
you didn't
true.
pull any 24-hour spots.
Except for on the solstice, but that's
Except on
allowed.
solstice.
That's the required. Hey, Naomi. That's
Hey,
what
Naomi,
it's
how you
like in
doing?
our house. The internet is terrible here in my caravan, but I've come to vibe with y'all whilst I get ready for work. What? You were in a caravan? Very exciting. I'm surrounded by St. Kildans. Nothing bad could possibly come of this.
It's not whilst I'm here. Skins, as these things often do, with coffee.
With coffee. It's definitely going to bring with coffee. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday A&M, where Alistair and I play casual
and it's
games.
2 hours does inside 10 minutes. I'm gonna roll this morning.
How much sleep did you get?
8 hours.
Oh, fuck, I'm doomed. Okay.
It turns out, and I've conducted a slight experiment about this across the course of the last 2 weeks. Turns out if you just go to sleep like half an hour earlier every night, and not even half an hour more every night, just half an hour earlier, I just ambiently feel better.
Wow. Also, we closed the windows before all the Saturday night drunky shenanigans in the alley would have
Well,
kept
not
us
quite.
awake.
There was one possible fist fight. We were both just like, yeah, turn Dungeons and Drag Queens.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy. Good morning. Congratulations on turning it in your dissertation, Jeremy.
Yeah, good job, dude.
Great. I'm very glad that you're taking time now for more relaxation and video games. Join me in eventually failing to avoid playing Baldur's Gate 3. Well, I need to do something. See, but the reason Baldur's Gate 3 is perfect is because Starscape,
Starfield releases in October.
Skyrim in Space releases next month, top of September.
So what you're saying is...
You can have the console out here to play Starscape, and I will be on Baldur's Gate on my laptop, either right here or at my desk.
Seems very fair and equitable.
Very, very, very fair and equitable. Jeremy, you and me both. So far, I have been successful. The day is young.
Look at it this way. It's got to the point where even I'm like, what, you can get a dog? What, you can get an owlbear? What, if you get the dog and the owlbear, they become best friends?
And they can play together, and you get a ball that you can throw for the dog.
Shut up.
Yes!
And there's an endearingly terrible vampire who's snarky.
And apparently extremely hot, because my entire TikTok For You page is filled with people thirsting on that man, including the voice actor saying, "You know what? Live the fantasy. Go ahead, romance him, but then get therapy. It's a twofer. You need it."
I didn't know. I actually slightly know the narrator for the game. Amelia Tyler's a York-based voice actress.
Yeah,
She's done sitcoms with friends of mine.
I love it. No, she's done all sorts of outtakes on TikTok because apparently there is a shit ton of narrator dialogue.
See, as someone who grew up in this country with Danger Mouse, that is one of my instant joy buttons. Danger Mouse was, and I think still is, it's been rebooted at least twice, a kid's cartoon about a one-eyed debonair spy mouse who lives in a postbox with his eternally panicked sidekick Penfold the gerbil.
Penfold.
But it was notable for the fact that the narrator would always interact with the story. Like, the narrator kept trying to have this very basic kind of London, deep in the heart of the city, opening and wrap up, but he would always end up talking to someone in the story instead, or just riffing on it.
Very nice. People love Danger Mouse.
My favorite gag in Astro City is the point where Bryan Cranston, who's very clearly playing Rod Serling, is suddenly in the story he's telling, and in full color. And he kind of looks around and goes, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be here, and steps back out of shot.
The other thing you need to watch, thank you to whoever recommended that we watch Actually, because I am in love with Actually. So far, I have consistently scored second place on the episodes that we've watched, so I'm very happy about that.
That line about, I don't know, Soren seemed pretty scathed when he died, has lived rent-free in my head.
There have not been enough Star Trek references.
Nope.
There's not been nearly enough Star Trek questions. I'm very disappointed. Oh, Wendy, yeah, we are definitely playing along as we go, for sure. But they referenced the Jackie Chan cartoon, the last one that we watched, and Alistair's never seen it. And the Jackie Chan cartoon is a fucking work of art.
John Rogers' first big work.
It is glorious. It's right up there in my book with
Avatar?
No, that Batman, the best Batman cartoon.
Fuck you, really?
Oh no, it's really
that
good.
good.
It's really good. You need to see it. So, would you go to the river?
She's tapping my iPad.
I'm tapping my iPad.
Yeah.
Go to the internet. Go to the Big River site and see if we can buy a box set of it. Would you please? No, the Jackie Chan cartoon's amazing. It was really, really good. And you've never seen any of it. We were talking to a friend on Friday night, and Alistair and her were having like a 90s movie off, and so now Dead Again, which I've never seen.
It's so freaking good.
And Next Stop Wonderland, which neither of us have ever seen, are now on the must-watch movies list. Get thee to the internet. I'm sorry, I say that a lot. Like, look, all of human knowledge is on the glass square in your pocket. Go! Oh. Okay, I've had half a cup of coffee now. There we go. 3 movies. Alistair, I cannot believe you watched Big Shark without me.
We were trying to put it together, and then I had kind of a rough week, honestly. And I needed some medicinal shark punching.
Yes.
I'm really sorry, buddy.
Well, I'm sure you would go and watch it again with me.
I will have... Come over. We'll have donuts. It'll be great. We'll double bill it.
Double bill it with what?
The Meg. So you understand all the complex nuances of an interplay of
I'm sorry, did you get that? No. She forgives you.
Thank you.
You can sleep tonight. It's okay. Right, where were we with making coffee? And did you find Jackie Chan yet?
I found the complete second season on DVD for £40.
What about the first season?
First season is the only one on Prime for £10.
Oh, it's on Prime.
Actually, for $5.99.
Like Prime purchase?
No, as in Prime Video.
Okay, but you could stream it then.
Yes.
But then, okay.
But then you can watch it.
Yes! Yay! All right. So.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to remember.
Into me doing a lot of voices. Okay,
I'm sorry. Yes.
I should put the Jackie Chan adventures down for a moment.
Put it down. You need to pay attention. Okay, hold on.
Wendy, if I say the words, I look down on him, you are probably going to be the only person in this chat that gets that. So that is very much for you.
Books. Full Metal Jarhead. Oh. Metal. Oh, he's a metalhead. Oh.
Sorry, Jeremy.
What was that about?
There is a very famous satirical TV sketch from a show called That Was the Week That Was that launched about 25 global comedy careers, which was...
So it's the UK Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, so of course it was cancelled in the 1960s.
And it hasn't been relaunched yet?
No, not really.
No, you have the Graham Norton show. Okay,
Yeah.
good one.
So you had John Cleese dressed in like a bowler hat and suit, and Ronnie Barker dressed is like middle class, and
Oh, this is the upper class, middle class, lower class.
I look down on him because, and from the upper class guy and then the middle class guy, it's like I look up to him because of, and I look down on him because, and then the working class guy just goes, I know my place. And the joke is that they are all
In size order.
in size order, and that's exactly what this is
they're all in
riffing
size
on.
order as well. Trying to find it on YouTube to link, but here's the Wikipedia page. The class sketch.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that sounds very British.
Yes.
Okay.
Here is the inherent dystopia at the heart of our society. Laugh at it!
That's Riona's card that I need to give to...
Lucas, who's not currently here.
Right. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Look at that fucking bear watching
It's
you.
still there! Watching you. Okay.
Hey, folks. Man of the hour. Hello, Georgie. Bree, what did I miss?
Some very important talk about the weather.
Why is that so? That sounds like I missed a ton.
How are you?
Hey, how am I? Well, I mean, if you're talking about my case, then I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, do tell.
Henry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? No? What are we talking about? Bree, you should have primed him before we got here.
Hey, Zalia. I'm sorry about your DPD packages, Stu. DPD is the worst.
Was it DPD who once dragged a mattress across the
No, that
pavement
was
to us?
Yodel.
That was Yodel.
Wendy's found it.
And then literally ran from us.
The subject is British affectionate, and the subject matter is British derogatory.
Correct.
Exactly. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming in until Gayla mentioned it.
Excuses. I'll help explain it to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby.
Ooh, flashback. Oh, nice. Nicely done.
Look at Hendry's
Look
eyes!
at his eyes!
Fuck, man! So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case.
No, you can't go and get it by yourself. That's too far.
And that's where we are now. Yeah, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Has anything new happened since?
Takes a drag on a cigarette.
Well, I tried something.
Oh no, Georgie! What did you do?
I've seen this horror movie. I set a few candles where the tree was,
Oh, that's kind.
and I used my lighter, and things happened.
His lighter, his lucky lighter, the lighter that we think came from the market in the first place.
Yeah. Do you mind backing up a bit? Because it feels like there is a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real.
And then a portal to a strange dimension opened, and there were two pixelated guys showed up, and it all went weird.
Boy,
Hi,
Coffee
Laura.
Wizard!
Boy, Coffee Wizard! We need a clip of that. If we don't have a clip of Bye Coffee Wizard yet from the episode where the Dark Side Detective showed up, we need that.
I know that it's not animated this way, but I just see it as
They're doing the 5-year-old wave.
Between leading Dooley away by the forearm and Dooley's doing the 5-year-old wave with my entire other arm thing as he leaves.
Oh, that's so sweet.
This will sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it?
Loud and clear.
So I told Bree about my lighter a while ago.
We're gonna get another fade.
How it might be connected to the fairy market that we talked about before. Really? In what way?
Dragon cigarette fade.
So the lighter was my grandpa's, and there's a chance he bought it from Dad.
Look at Henry's eyes again!
Fucking hell! Huh. Interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, right?
Oh my god! Watching you!
Anyways, my daughter really likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? So after talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all of this. And gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night.
In the rain.
To the spot, you know, to where the tree used to be. And I lit a few candles there, and I put the lighter right in the middle of it.
Okay, that's different from what you said. You said you lit the candles with your lighter. You didn't say you made a candle circle and put your lighter in the middle of it. That is different.
Specificity is
very
kind of
important in this
chain
territory.
of evidence, officer. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. Yeah, I was still, and I felt this tension in my head, and I wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was actually something going on.
All of parapsychology in one sentence.
Yes, this definitely feels weird, therefore it must be weird. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and I got the heck out of it.
Leaving lit flames in an open lot.
I mean, in fairness, it is Seattle, it's made entirely of rain. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Dean.
Then what happened? It blew up.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you mean, what? The lighter, it just blew up. Well, what do you mean blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dean. Last night a child bet me that I couldn't get my foot to my face while I was standing up. I have a new job as a holiday park entertainer. This is par for the course. And obviously I had to prove them wrong, so I did. And it split my trousers, and now I have to wear different trousers to work today. No!
But you proved a kid wrong, and that's
But
good.
you proved a child wrong for no reason, and therefore honor is
Victory
satisfied.
is yours.
Victory is yours. Oh my gosh.
Well, I didn't see it, because I was walking towards my car, you see, and also because cool guys don't look at explosions. But I heard it. Oh! With a little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink, clink.
Wow.
So, what kind of sound is that? You know, like something small and metallic blew up. Wouldn't bang work better? No, that's a shot.
I mean, fair, says the cop.
I wouldn't want to confuse you all the time. But before, what is that?
I love that they're getting obsessed over his choice of enunciated sound effects. Thank you. It was worth it in the name of being right. Now you'll be able to lord it over that child for the rest of the week.
You know, Pathor.
Okay. And then what happened, Georgie?
Oh, yeah, okay. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over, with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white.
Ooh. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you all, I freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner, walking towards the lighter.
They see you?
Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. And they asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." And I fired a question back.
Uh-oh, careful.
"Are you the ones who've been messing with cars around here lately?" And they said yes. Oh, that sounds like case closed.
So they weren't ghosts?
Oh, hell no. Thank God for that. And who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all.
Didn't expect? Do you know them?
Kinda. In fact, they own the Gnome Noms near my place. Gnome Noms.
Oh, wow. Did they know it was your car then?
No, because I only ordered takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism? Well, it all started because of a broken promise.
That... the beginning of every Fae story.
Yep.
Don't break your promises to the Fae.
And we have to start way back from that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right?
Yeah.
The tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, that sparked a huge protest.
That makes sense.
Good.
Henry.
In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community.
Oh, God.
And the vow was kept well after his tenure was over.
Only they didn't document it in any way, so that 3 administrations later, nobody has any idea.
But he died a few years ago.
Normally a promise obligation ends with the giver, but okay, that's interesting. Hi, Kiwi.
Hey, Kiwi. And we all know recently what happened to that tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive. Not just for their friends, but as a remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals the city's gone through, it makes sense if the community that used to be there is gone now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's something about this that bothers me. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right. I get what you mean. An odd erasure of existence.
Yep.
But apparently that's why they keep animals. The Gnome Noms owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either. Right? But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Good. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago?
Yeah.
Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too, when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, have a feast while catching up.
It's very common.
It's how Nekomimis honor the dead, and I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too.
Right.
I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they mattered to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, honestly it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead, anyway. Right.
Yep.
Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It would be great if we could all remember and, help each other.
And not cut down trees.
Because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good. Yeah.
Speaking of the Gnome Noms owners, though.
You lost them?
What happened to them after all that?
Oh, right. Did you arrest them? Nope. Huh? You gonna let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, it was truly something else.
Yeah, that must have been a big night, Georgie.
Oh, it is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing.
Liar.
Shame about that lighter of yours, though.
Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right?
Well, that's the thing. Works just fine. Not even a scratch. Really. But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like before. Good callback.
Well done, Henry.
Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. You see. You want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, Georgie, I agree.
And I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here.
You know? A man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older. As for the blowing up, it's probably a very well-timed bad chemical reaction or something.
Sure, Georgie.
Yeah, okay, Georgie.
Sure.
Thing's really old. I mean, it's so old, you know?
I mean, if that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around.
But I believe you, Georgie. There's no such thing as coincidence, right? Now he looks all nervous.
I still think it's a ghost. Shut it, Henry. Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least.
That's Henry's phone.
Oh no, I think I have to go. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure, safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Henry. Take care. you want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. Let me move over there. Georgie, you are a small child. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. And one espresso for me, please.
You're so boring.
Just coffee.
Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Coffee. Put some coffee on top of the coffee.
I don't have any item to give, so... Alrighty. There you go. Here's your espresso, Georgie.
Ah, thanks. Great, as always. So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this?
We don't know, Enwich. It just showed up after Dooley McQueen visited. We're keeping an eye on it. I'm convinced the next day we come into the shop it's going to be gone.
Other than talking to him? I guess I'll focus on the rumors. Word is going around that cars are being messed up there. That's kind of expected, though, right? There's no point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over, you know, the area's history. You're right. Nothing like rumors. Without being stopped, they will just spiral out of control.
There's Georgie's phone.
Time to leave, I guess. Duty calls. Something like that. I suppose I'll do the same. Quite late, after all. Thanks for listening to us, Bree. The old men ramble.
Pleasure's all mine, you two.
Well, take care. See you later, yeah? Have a good night, Bree.
Safe trip, you two. Marrakesh, a fresh and healthy drink from Morocco. Right, this is a good place for us to take a slightly early break because I'm out of coffee myself.
And that can't be allowed to happen,
can't be
especially
allowed.
not in a game where it's this thematically appropriate.
Exactly, and there's a fresh loaf of sourdough bread I baked yesterday that needs to be toasted. So, we're going to take a little break. If you have been with us since the beginning of the stream and have not had a chance to stretch or wiggle or refill your own beverage,
Don't hydrate.
please take this opportunity to do so. Maybe you need a snack. Maybe somebody in your house needs a snack. Maybe you have a medication you need to take or a window to open or close or something like that. So we're going to take a couple minutes and we will be right back. Okay.
The sound effect debate.
Pachow!
No, but what is Pathor?
What is that? Can you make me a piece of toast, please?
I'll make you a piece of toast.
Thank you.
You know, Pathor, followed by clink, clink.
Clink, clink, clink. What about bang? No, that's a bullet. I love how authoritarian he is about that.
That and Gala realizing it's the three of the oldest characters in the game just doing slightly shitty old man stuff.
Old man stuff. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I'll put the sausage roll. We'll have brunch when the stream is over, and I'll make the sausage rolls. How's that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Let's wait a few minutes to... Not quite cold. You could probably cut that in half and we could split it. You're like, no, I'm not going to. Okay, fine. Oh, what a face. Very well. This is why we have a Long Boy toaster for Long Boy bread. Oh, that looks
Those are actually quite well behaved in terms of it.
Those look good. The loaf turned out good. I'm very happy.
You're good at this.
Yeah, I tried a slightly different ratio this time. I mean, it's a bit dense. It doesn't have real big bubbles.
some of that's just hydration time, surely. If you leave it like 2-3 days, it's going to be
Well,
much more than that.
I proofed this for 5 hours. I think if it had like an all day proof, it would have done better. It's a bit dense, but the flavor's good. And having Chungus at room temperature before I put
Really
the loaf
helps.
together really helps.
I think the Tartine book talks about how a couple of days proof will get you kind of big,
Yeah.
cavernous boobles.
But I don't like too cavernous of bubbles in the bread because then, you
There's
got to
no
put
fucking bread, it's all air.
Well, you got to put a topping on it and it falls through.
Right?
So this works okay for me. I still think a good 6 to 8 hour rise would be a little better than the 5 that this was. But it's tasty.
It's tasty. Hair looks very good this morning, if I may say so.
That's because I washed it last night.
My hair, y'all.
And the second wet is just now dry. I had it up in a ponytail because it was really, really, really humid last night.
93%.
93% humidity. What?
Who does that? Pasol, what is that?
I love you. Don't make that a thing, okay? Too late. All right, fine.
Do you wish jamb the peanut butter?
It's a good question. Maybe some cream cheese, if you
Okay,
could.
good answer. Like where you had that.
Oh, I think we're back from break. Sorry, everybody. You're going to listen to me putter around and make
Exciting
toast for a
toast
second.
theatre for you all there.
Sif Chunkinson has been in hibernation for a few weeks, but I'm going to wake her up this week and start baking with her again. Nice! Air conditioning on holiday. Oh, air conditioning would be so
air
lovely.
conditioning.
Yeah, give us another minute or
goodness.
two, folks. I need toast. It's probably insufficiently toasted, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So,
Toaster's a coward!
lacks the courage of its convictions.
We should put that away, please.
It is not burdened with glorious purpose. Where do we put rubber bands?
With the baking and stuff in the Sharpie in the kitchen drawer.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Just in there somewhere. That's what I used to hold the parchment paper down in the bowl when I'm doing the proofing.
Q,
Keep
Q.
cook my bread. Cook my bread.
So we finished off season 2 of Strange New Worlds on Friday, and
Oh, the emotions!
I do not think there is a stronger run of 10 episodes in Star Trek's history to date. It is irrationally fantastic.
It's very, 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 very good. And you can tell they're just going at it at a sprint as well. So now we've watched the musical episode. Oh, don't burn yourself.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Can I have a knife, please?
I want the knife.
Please. That is an old deep cut for anybody who's roughly our age.
So yeah, the last 3 are, there is a very grim political thriller. There's a horror movie, and there's a musical.
Yeah. It's more of a horror action movie. It is more aliens than aliens.
Beautiful distinction, well done.
Thank you. With some new characters arriving that had us screaming. And, of course, those 3 most dreaded words in all of serialized television.
To be continued.
To be continued. No, you bastard. So, yes, it was delightful. And now we have the, what is it called? Something Rhapsody?
Oh, Subspace Rhapsody.
Subspace Rhapsody. We have the soundtrack for that now. And I will probably be listening to it later today. I've already had parts of it stuck in my head. It's very good. And there are some deep cuts in it, including, we think,
There's a
reference to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer musical episode. There's a reference to being turned into bunnies, which we were like, what? Is that what I think it is? It was so good. Here you go. My toaster makes my smoke detector saying, okay. What's this, Wendy? We bought a portable aircon unit to keep the guinea pigs cool in the conservatory, but now the conservatory is no more and the piggies live in the house. We can use it ourselves. Oh, nice. That sounds good.
I watched the last of this week because I needed to put my anxiety into a fictional place. It's good. Episode 3 killed me, and I was grateful for it. Oh, yes. Episode 3 of The Last of Us is the one with...
staggering piece of TV.
Oh, yeah. That also goes on the Hugo ballot for next year, for sure. Did it come out this year, or did it come out last year?
This year.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That Last of Us episode... Subspace Rhapsody, for sure. I don't know. I loved Charades so much. That was such a good episode.
Strange New Worlds has decided that once a season it does a Vulcan farce. And it is such a good call.
I love it so much. We're watching Ghost Whisperer, but then I got distracted thinking about Charms, so now we're watching that. Oh, I love it.
Oh, the Charmed is such a lovely deep pool to dive into. There's so much stuff there.
Nice. No, at this point, we're going to wait for your birthday. And then the Babylon 5 remastered re-release is going to come out. And that's what we're going to watch.
All of it. All of
I'm so looking forward to a Bab 5 rewatch.
That was what killed me on that actually. Adam Conover's thing about, I taped every episode of this show from TV in 1997 on VHS tapes. If I don't get a point for that, what was the point of anything?
Oh, Ivanova, you are one of my patron saints. Sunday, October 1st, 2023.
What is this power plant run on again? Tachyons. Oh, crap.
Vegan food on the rise amongst gnome diet popular amongst young adults. Yeah.
Box office movie High Weapon hits astonishing $2 billion worldwide. It's removed from streaming 3 weeks later.
What Generation Z really wants, an independent survey. Alright, let's see if I can save the game really quick. Probably not. Here we go. Alright. My brain is now... Oh gosh, don't...
It is one of the best opening credit sequences ever. Charmed.
Yeah?
And it's got the cover of the Smiths track on it, which is better than the original Smiths
by Tattoo, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's the cover before the Tattoo cover is also good.
Okay.
Snake River Conspiracy. Okay.
Looks like I should have given the lost items to the intended recipients right away. What do you mean? I haven't... Oh, her business card's gone. I haven't seen
Lucas.
I haven't seen Lucas since then. Or maybe they wanted me to give... No. It wasn't for Lucas. It was for Catgirl, wasn't it?
But she's just coming in now, I think.
I could have given it to her dad.
Fuck. You want to go back?
No. Such is life. Such is life. I didn't even think about that. Oh well. I messed up. I think the gnome diet is what gnomes eat, Laura. It's implied they're vegan. Alright, let's see what Facebook says. Georgie? Dislikes ghosts. I haven't seen Rachel since. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1 o'clock, no night shift. We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun. Oh, look at Agua!
Aww.
Adorable fan art. Very well. Watching you, Bear. At least it'd be much better than them disappearing on me like this. Alright, so I should have given it to Henry. Oh well.
From
We
what
know
I
that.
can tell, it doesn't actually impact anything negatively.
See, I was gonna give it to her.
It's a cute jacket.
Ray! Hi, Miss Rachel. Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I did it. Congratulations. Did what? That music I'm making with AJ. I told you about it last time, remember? Oh. Yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out. Check it out, too. Please check it out now, will you? Really? Okay. Are you sure we can play it? Like, what about NDAs and stuff? Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here right now anyway. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so. Oh? Never mind that. Just play it, quick! Okay, so I have a new track. Oh, look how cute. It's called Sweetheart Latte. I just noticed the streak in her hair.
Yes, the kind of very precise blonde streak.
Mm-hmm. Super cute. Oh, sorry. Oh. Come on. I was inspired by the drink you gave me. Sweetheart Latte, right? That's right. You did the melodies on this? With Remy, yeah. Sorry, I'm eating my toast. So, like, I know with a name like Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like a love's new beginning, or thinking about a crush. And the sourness of anxiety, and the sweetness of a promise. There are all these steps to keeping this delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide you're going to confess. I think I see where you're going with this. Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs that perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or it curdles, yeah. I love that take on the name. That's so interesting. There's something I'm wondering about. What is it? If this is your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear you sing? I know, but I'm planning something. You'll see! How are you, by the way, Brie? I'm just fine. Business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Hendry? Yeah, he did. He was meeting with Mr. Gala, actually. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't respond to my text last night, so I wonder what he was doing. Ah, I see. Do you two not see each other as often anymore? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof, after all. Oh, that's a surprise. I thought you'd been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. I mean, you're not wrong, but Dad's also getting older, you know? And he gets a little forgetful too sometimes, so I'm just a bit worried. I understand. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? It's just the two of us. None of our extended family even lives in the U.S. So, as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I kind of feel like I should stick close to home for now. Right. Oh, please don't have a future episode where Hendry is passed. That'll make me sad. Hi there, welcome. Hi, Miss Riona, good evening. Oh, she does not look well. Hang on a minute, how about I bite my toast? Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. Uh-huh. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Okay. Is she alright? I'm not sure. Oh well, I'll just get a drink first. Right, what would you like? Cup of milk, please. Is that literally all she wants? It's just milk?
I'm checking now.
We're playing your new single entitled Sweetheart Latte and you don't want one? Weirdo.
Milk, milk, and milk.
Wow. Okay. Classic. And I have no more items to give, apparently. Here you go. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. I just remembered something, but it's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Riona, are you alright? No. I think I'm sad? Oh, what's wrong? Yeah, what's wrong? Oh, oh, she's crying.
Oh no.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? What makes you think that? Apologies, I didn't mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to all my scattered thoughts? Of course, let it all out. Rachel's right. Feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Bree and the regulars at the coffee shop, I think I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about a whole lot of things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it's likely that my ignorance was on purpose. Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? Oh, she's making me so sad. I can't, Rachel, I'm sorry. I can't listen to your boppy little song here while we're trying to help a friend. Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is the result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talents, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it. And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas as well, although I don't fully understand his content.
Honestly, there's a non-zero chance he doesn't.
He is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel rather ashamed of myself. Because I may have become too comfortable with my status quo. To the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes. But have I been trying my best? I find that debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm afraid. Afraid? Afraid of what? I understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's mostly due to my lack of network, and there's industry expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with all of that, really, because all of that is a pain I'm already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Wow, this is very relatable.
Yes, it is.
I'm having to experience new pain all over again. It just might be... It might be difficult. Fiona. I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to... Fiona. Can I make you a drink? It's on the house. Bree insists, right? Right. What was that pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie. Did you like it? I did, quite a lot actually. Then I'll make something special, just for you. Tell me about its flavor profile. Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh, and the crust was buttery, and I really liked the tartness of the hibiscus, and how cool the mint was. It's just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. Okay, very sweet hibiscus, honey and mint, I'm thinking.
Perfect. That order too.
That is adorable.
Look at that with the pie crust.
Absolutely adorable. Here we go. One pie in a cup coming up. By the way, I put herbal tea on the shopping list for this week.
I am surprised it's taken this many weeks.
Wow! Brie, that is so extra! It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. Well done, Brie. Are you really serving pie filling to your customer? It's not pie filling. I make fruit cordials with honey every once in a while. I had the blueberry one on hand. Sure. It's not pie filling, trust me, it's tea. It's not. It's really nice. Thank you. You're welcome. Keep talking. What's on your mind? Right now I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. And I just happen to have pie crust cookies around for garnish, right? Exactly, Laura. You know, the driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force, before you started questioning it. I want to break free from the shackles of prejudice. Whether that's society's or maybe now my own. Not only for myself, but for all people like me. So that means it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? You can reach that goal in a lot of ways, like politics. Huh. You're not wrong, but that was just an example, Cheese. But I admit being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not really what you want to do, is it?
This has certain resonance.
Oh my gosh,
all
yes.
I'll say.
My heart trembles for the opera. It's why I pursued it. I want it for as long as I'm able. But I also think I need to expand my horizons. Oh? I don't want to be trapped in my own fear forever. So I do regret that my one-track mind efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere effort, but never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait! You know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomochill. If it's even the same Lucas, I think. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. He's still unsure of the format, but his aim is to elevate underrated talents and to showcase them and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. Oh, I see. So what if he rejected his offer? Call him! Huh? Or text him! Tell him you changed your mind! What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure his loss necessarily. Shh. Just do it! Text him! Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. Oh, it's just the drink. Hang on. Specially paired ingredients. Honey blueberry cordial with a touch of vanilla. God, that sounds really nice. Wait, what's Facebook say? Okay, so Rachel, I've got my full thing now. And Riona, I've got the full thing now. So who am I not full with? Lucas.
He's not been in for a while. We're about you.
Yeah, we're due, Lucas. Text. Text him. He responded. What did he say? He told me to stay here. Oh, he's on his way. He's gonna come over. Huh? Does he live nearby or something? No, not really. But he says he has some things to do around here. What a great coincidence. That means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Yeah, we could totally hook up Rachel and Lucas. That would be cool. Just call me Rachel, okay? Alright. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I can't say it's been entirely detrimental. And it's a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? Banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. We each tended to have a specific role or task in the commune, and we would all work together. Like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, right? Yeah. Was it difficult? No. No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. Commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So, is that part of the reason we don't see a lot of banshees just around in general? Because many of them still choose to communally live that way? Yeah. The world isn't very kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we're going to have to reopen ourselves to the outside world. That's why I learned how to drive. And you seem really fond of it. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress. Hush, don't stare into my soul like that. Of course I like having to drive a little house around. That's why it has to be big enough that I could sleep in it if I needed to. Which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic? Well, a mobile fortress, huh? I never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. Oh no, my car has to be big enough that it can pack the people and the things that are dearest to me in an emergency, and that we could survive that way for a short period of time.
Also doggo, Craig.
People and things.
Dearest to me.
Yeah, exactly. So when you say everyone had a specific role, what did you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee culture center anywhere. Maybe you should start one. Let me use a specific example. Like, my mother's role. Oh? Her role is trade. In the event we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or someone needs help negotiating something, it's my mother who takes care of that. She travels to the nearest city or town to exchange what needed, and she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work has equal weight. We've got one person who's in charge of food and drink, and someone else is in charge of all of our laundry. Everyone has the responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, like, does each role only have one person at a time? No. Sometimes there are two or more, depending on the manpower needed. It's all about balance. Interesting. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yeah. Though, there are times I wish she would retire. The door opened. Why? She's doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity and negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend us. That seems like a really heavy burden. It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her. We're still there. Why?
Because it's become her identity, I think.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, hiya. How you doing?
I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I don't want to. But I want to hear Riona's story.
Fine by me.
Oh, it's as Mr. Lucas said.
I thought we were already past that formal stuff. Am I wrong?
Well, you still call her lady.
Well, she is.
Shh, the lady is speaking.
Oh, sorry.
It is as Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led me to the same conclusion. My mother's protective instincts turned into her angry sense of pride. So while she performed her role very well, her anger often gets the better of her. Things are calmer for our community now, so I'm grateful for that, but unfortunately, the damage has been fun. Right.
That's when I understood why she was angry too. Your mom's dealt with haters all their life. And you were pretty much in the front seat for all of that. Oof. Tough.
I guess I can relate in some ways. Mekomimi culture is strict, though nowhere near as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Mid? Like, mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know, how much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes. Things have changed so much for everyone, which means we should have moved on from the terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many of us still stuck with these outdated perceptions?
Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is really hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? There are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content they consume. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then of course it's a different story.
That makes sense. We all need to survive. I understand that. But I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold. All of it has impact on others, in one way or another. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, about your show.
Yeah? You're in, right?
Are you still unsure about the format?
Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so... kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way to make them all fit in nicely, yeah? Once I'm done, I'll let you know.
What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests?
Oh, curious, are we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Nah, scratch that. I know it will take off.
That's confidence. You know you're not even sure what the format's gonna be?
I might not know the exact format quite yet, but all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already.
What are they?
Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored well easily. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. First one being the format itself.
Oops, sorry.
Which ironically is the only thing I do not currently have. Yeah. Anyway, proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too.
Interesting. He talks about consistency and... Oh, this is a good place for... The ad break's about to run anyway. I just want to pause on this for a second, because when he talks about consistency, he's talking about presentational style.
Visual
he's
language.
Not talking about frequency.
No.
That has just blown the top off my brain as the must publish weekly at the same time person of the last
6 years.
decade plus.
Actually, yeah, decade plus.
Shit. Okay, we're gonna take an ad break because yours truly needs to get her mind back in the game after that.
Some noodles have been baked here today.
Woo! This has been deep.
Wrinkling my brain, Lucas.
and we need another pot of coffee. So we're going to run an ad break real quick. And we will... let me let Lucas finish what he's saying. How about that? Okay. That makes sense.
Now, the next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, right? Like singing or cooking or anything, really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essential. Because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking, you need to show many techniques, recipes, all of that, yeah?
True.
Right? Since the goal of the show is to shine the spotlight on all things underrated, I figure it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss.
Yeah, like locations, events, history.
Yes, and there are interesting people to meet as well.
Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover.
Makes sense. What's next?
Alright, let's pause there then. Because the ad break's gonna run. Alright, we'll be right back.
That is a very cute jacket.
Oh yeah, I do like the jacket. Crap!
It doesn't have to be regular, it just has to be familiar.
The idea of consistency not being only driven by timing. I've just never articulated that way before.
And he's just perfectly articulated both why successful superhero comics run for decades and why they are an inherently reductive, difficult format.
Well, I'm thinking about all the Dimension 20 we've watched lately, and like one of the things that I find really compelling about it is that it has a repeated formulaic engaging opening. You know, it's that hello and welcome to another thrilling adventure of blah thing that I'm like, that's a good hook. Why is that a good hook? And it's because it's consistent.
Because it gives you that 30 seconds of, okay, here we go.
I know what I'm here for. I know that I'm going to trust and enjoy what comes next, even though what comes next may be different.
It's why I love
Fuck!
why I love opening credit sequences. Why I love theme tunes. Doctor Who theme tune is perfect because it's weird and otherworldly and 30 seconds long and tells you what's about to happen is very weird and cool. The opening credits to Hill Street Blues are perfect because the moment...
Oh, no! You airwormed me, you bastard!
The back bumpers on those black and whites hit the up-ramp from the precinct garage. You go, I know where I am.
Oh, I hate you for that earworm so much.
Da, da, da.
Right,
Boom.
exactly.
You did that. 6 different shows, always the same.
Oh. Sally says it's just a good signal for switching brain mode. Your brain goes, okay, I know where I am and what's expected of me now.
One which Zalia will relate to, reload sounds in Destiny 2. The thing I have most commonly heard Destiny praised for, aside from the amazing lore and the fact that the grumpy old men have now canonically kids, is it is an incredibly satisfying first-person shooter because the weapons feel tangible and real. You feel the magazine slamming when you reload, you feel the kick as you fire. It feels very...
The good fight.
Still not seen that.
I don't know what the good
Laura.
fight
That's
is.
a Lawyer's show, which I've been quietly working on Margaret to see for some time.
What's the good fight?
The Good Fight is the spin-off from The Good Wife. The Good Wife is the Juliana Margulies 7-season DA is arrested for fraud, wife goes back to law firm show that ran for a long time.
I think I've seen little tiny clips of this
The Good
off and
Fight
on.
is the spin-off of that, where her wildly eccentric boss decides she's had quite enough of doing corpo law and sets up a predominantly female law firm. It gets progressively weirder. Their Trump-era seasons included frequent animated sequences.
Go on.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. I'll pull up a trailer
I need more
after
coffee. I need more
after the
coffee.
stream.
We're back from the ad break, and I haven't even filled up my coffee yet.
You keep talking. I
Dolly
got this.
says, the shooting is pretty unparalleled. You can really get into the rhythm of the weapon because of the sounds. There are weapons I can tell are being used by sound alone. And then someone says, Hermit says, but after 4 to 5 seasons, said formats can go stale. See, for example, CW.
so it needs to be changed up. DS9 going serial after the Monster of the Week priorities of Trek, then ironically Strange New Worlds going back to Monster of the Week after Disc Cube being a very dense serial.
Yep.
Exactly. But that's also a very good argument for the evolution not just of a particular show but of a network, a grouping of shows, because you start to specifically deliver content, deliver presentations and shows and stuff in different formats so that you try to maintain your audience ecosystem, even while one particular format that person needs a break for. So, for example, Game Changer, actually Dimension 20.
Some form of NCIS has run, especially if you plug it into JAG, the show it span off from, which in turn ran for 7 years.
They ran a JAG?
Oh, honey.
I didn't know there was a JAG show.
Yeah.
Folks, I would give other people's entire limbs for JAG Star Trek. We get I got that one Strange New Worlds trial episode, which I loved with all my entire heart. You get one per show, one episode per show. I want an entire show of, okay, so now we've invented the Prime Directive. How are we going to enforce this motherfucker? Kind of stuff. But
I believe we have.
I know, Rubesco. It is a very niche need, but it's mine. You could do it like Short Treks. You know what? Just give me... You know how the Cerritos is a second contact ship? Give me the poor 3 years later smash cut to the lawyers and the piles of data pads going through everything.
You guys still sacrifice people? Yeah, that's the problem. I want that with the Gorn. So you still...
I think we're getting that in Strange New World Season 3. I think because canonically the Gorn become a Federation race. The Federation
they
member,
at the very least an affiliate,
and we know that they are negotiating with that now. So the whole process of their Starfleet entry and the whole nasty having to reproduce by putting your eggs in other sentient species thing has to be dealt with, and I hope we're going to deal with it.
You have reminded me. Do you know who one of my favorite characters in the BSG reboot is?
Or have various Law and Order style with the various different investigative departments doing their bit, then jump to Federation JAG. Right? I want it to be John Larroquette because I want again because he was the Attorney General in West Wing and the whole. No, I'm going on vacation. You can't make me. I want that so much. Anyway, very niche need. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not sorry. It's what I like. I'm a nerd.
I will have to check.
Hashtag law nerd.
But I think we have articles of the Federation, the Star Trek Does West Wing novel.
What?
Yeah. They did at least one. So, it's the cargo to power the Federation. And, ships show up and do stuff and find weird things, and engineers go out and poke it. And then these folks have to make sure that everything runs on time and no one's getting eaten.
I need this novel in my life immediately.
Figured you would.
Okay, please make more coffee.
Will do.
Sorry, everybody. I know the ad break's over, but we haven't come back from the tangent yet.
And yet, JAG ran for 7 years. NCIS ran for 155,000.
155,000 years, huh? You could have a whole series with Kirk's trials for breaking the temporal time directive. There is a parody video that's been done about a lawyer trying to get together a class action paternity suit against Kirk for all the various children left behind, which was glorious.
I think it may have been our friend Will Frank who, the last time this came up in general conversation, pointed out that undoubtedly, certainly during his younger years, he has matured very much for the better. Undoubtedly, somewhere in Starfleet JAG, there is an entire filing cabinet just marked Riker.
Right? Exactly.
I'm going to make you coffee for you. I'll bring it over, because I love you.
Is it brewed?
Yeah, of course it's brewed.
Brewed. Great. Awesome.
Standing on the rooftop in Gotham. Brewed.
Gotham, New Jersey. That was hilarious. I did not know that. I knew about Central City, and I knew that Metropolis was Maryland / Delaware. Metropolis is in Delaware. I thought it was in D.C. But I did not know that Gotham was in New Jersey. That's hilarious.
Everything makes a very different and somewhat more awful kind of sense now, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. How much actually is there?
About 5 seasons.
Excellent. Good to know I'm not gonna, tap out that well anytime soon.
This one of the episodes we saw. There's a reference to the original war in Middle Earth, and the war in Lord of the Rings is the Hydrox Middle Earth War, and I snorted, genuinely.
Yeah, the pretty mature moment in his heart to heart with La'an had me screaming. I'm like, oh my god, it's Carol.
One of the things I'm really starting to love about Stranger New Worlds is how quietly it is redeeming Sam Curtin.
Oh, I know, but now I get just ridiculously worried every time he goes on an away mission. Canonically, he doesn't die while he's in Starfleet. He retires and goes to a colony world that's invaded. But every time I see him on an away mission, I'm like,
oh,
please!
Sam, no,
Please,
no, Sam.
Sam, no! All right.
Don't test me, Kirk. I will end you.
Oh. Right. Exactly. All right. So, what's next?
Know your audience. Honestly, if it's in that era, you actually don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes.
That is a very valid point.
It really is. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. But since the show will be in a completely different format, a lot of them will reject it.
Because people do not like change.
That's right. But honestly, that's fine.
Laura, you used to work at that colony world? Or the location used to film it?
That is so fucking cool. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and can help elevate the stuff that we're going to spotlight. Like, say, if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood projects, I'll be eager to check it out. Cool coffee shop, they'll be interested in visiting.
Thank you.
Wink, wink.
Oh.
Anyway, you all know what I mean. Next thing is audio quality, great visuals, and edits. You know the drill.
Of course.
And the last thing you need for a good show is... me. You charming boy.
Really?
Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean personality and sparks. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. What? So funny. Am I not the perfect man?
Oh. Resourceful, huh? Really?
Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? Alright.
I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city? So...
Oh, I see how it is.
The tall building shot at an angle, they did it to cut the TRW logo off the top. That's amazing.
Brilliant.
But you've really thought this through. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Rumour has it your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it.
Really? How did you hear that?
I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise.
Well, okay, I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information's already outdated.
Oh?
Because I won't be in the show. Why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding. You know, like a new us, to show we've grown.
I got you. 100%.
That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read the room with sensitivity, and I would definitely watch you on a talk show. You think so? Oh, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I am pretty good. But I think I'd rather express myself through my songs and my performance. You know? I understand that well.
Then do you want to be our first guest?
Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel?
So you actually have a side project?
Well, yeah, but...
I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. Help out a new channel, yeah?
You wish. I'm very busy. But maybe.
Woohoo!
Hmm.
What is it, Bree?
I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh.
Well, how about that? I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but I was kind of hoping you'd be my co-host instead. Oh, Lucas!
Yes! Okay, I can change the music back because your new single is not
Way too
conducive
boppy.
to conversation. What? Me?
Yeah, I was going to ask you later, but Bree here calling me stuff she's fierce.
Sorry. Why me?
Well, I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot, and all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my deeply, profoundly chaotic personality.
God, they do make a good double
They
act,
do.
don't they? Like contrasting hosts.
Yeah, what's more, she's not nervous talking in front of the camera at all.
Well, she's a performer.
I know, I'm just saying she's a natural, right? So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later. Do you want to be my co-host? Only if you're interested, of course.
I might need a moment to consider.
Of course, take your time.
However, if you are open to receiving input, may I throw in an idea for the format of the show?
For real, of course you may.
And I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed. Okay.
Yeah, the night's still young anyway.
So they hash out the show format here. I love it!
That
Oh!
adorable goat boy.
Oh, he's so sweet. Obviously, we need Coffee Talk fanfic immediately.
Clearly. If this has not been dropped in as an unofficial location in ongoing Shadowrun campaigns by now.
Right? Well, if I ever play Shadowrun again, it will be. Oh, Shadowrun, I love you so much. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I was going to save.
Shadowrun, your beloved.
Gobbly Lab shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. Users of Tomo to Chill's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. Okay, so going to 3 minutes.
The piece of halfling advice that seared into my memory.
Alright. Save game. Why am I in the dark?
So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart.
Hang on a second. I want to... Why are the lights out? What are you doing here? What is that? Something to ride? Down to ride?
Check out my friend's new podcast, Down to Ride. That's Lucas and Riona.
There it is, DTR, Down to Ride. Go watch and tell us how you like it. Do you like video podcasts? Sorry, not sorry. Forgot to post the trailer here. Check it out. Your boy started a new podcast. No delivery today.
Nice.
Down to Ride, huh? Interesting.
It is such a love...
Lucas, why are you not my close friend yet?
It is such a lovely, lovely dynamic. Kind of calm and precise and focused and chaotic goat boy.
I can't possibly imagine what that's like.
I know, right? I mean, you know. Live you
too.
So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple.
Oh,
that's why you're in the dark.
It's the wedding. The bear's still here. Oh, it wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua.
Well, you know, just in the light.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch.
Ow!
Whoops! I'm sorry, Gayla, you're literally solid like a wall.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Ah, here we go. Yay!
Hey!
Oh, they look so cute! Look at them all! Fucking bear. Oh, look, they're all post-wedding! Please observe how Hyde's shirt and Gayla's tie match.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Oh, and classic untied bow tie, unbuttoned shirt.
Yeah.
She's in his suit jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute! Oh, you all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed.
We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand.
Look, Hyde's gold watch matches the gold tie tag.
Type him on Gayla.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what it means to have regulars, Bree.
So it does. Now, let's get this celebration started. Okay. I was going to change the music up, but it's fine. Please, I'm so excited.
That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline, I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband.
Hey, don't get too cocky there, Mr. Miller.
Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, ladies? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy.
Aww, you always make me melt.
Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much.
How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure they do.
Hyde. Sure.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
I need a screenshot of these. They're so sweet.
This would be the perfect time for some drinks.
I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure.
And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush.
So in summary then, sweet and chocolatey, but with freshness to it. So mint hot chocolate. Chocolate. What was that again? Let me see.
Is chocolate, honey, and mint.
Chocolate, honey, and mint. Alrighty. After midnight.
Midnight!
Oh, that's so sweet. It's like after 8 minutes.
Yes.
I just got that. Yeah, a double wedding would be lovely, but I don't think we're getting that now. Here we go. Hopefully you like it. I love it! It's so unique and festive.
very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine.
Fuck off, Hyde!
High praise from Hyde. You know it. Tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Bree?
I did a bit of traveling in my day.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Maybe we ran into each other in the past.
He is not letting go of that, is he? Oh my gosh. Is he implying I'm a vampire?
He knows you're a something.
Yep. Maybe we did.
Passing each other like two ships in the night. Before meeting at the mooring. It's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two.
Look, he's got a gold necklace on as well.
Yes. I like the very non-gender specific styling on Hyde.
Yeah, me too.
The suit jacket, the shirt jacket, that's almost bloused.
But look at the cut on that neckline. I can't tell if it's designed, if he's got a button up that is down very low, or if it's designed with that collar and the scoop. It's quite well done.
So now I look at it, just how Dracula capey that whole outfit looks.
Dracula capey. Well, he's in a tux, for sure. Look at the jacket.
The high collar, though, there's just a hint of classic 1950s
Every time I see a
vampire to him.
tuxedo in a thing, it makes me happier that I went with the Taylor suggestion and got the wing collar on mine.
We didn't tell you, the wedding. Marguerite got so many compliments on that tux.
I did not take any very good pictures for it, and my hair was a frizzy mess because of the humidity. But
So was mine, it's fine.
I know.
All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wolves' pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right.
Oh my gosh, you two, you're so adorable.
I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know, rude vampires are much more my type.
Gayla, you're such a glutton for punishment.
Hey. Actually, no. I'm not offended. Rude vampire, and proud of it. Choosing to believe at that moment they clink, by the way.
Right? That would look great on a t-shirt.
Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Bree?
I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. Hang on. Or it's just a new drink. A whiff of old world charm is described as.
Oh, you definitely are.
Yeah, if you want to, we'd love to hear it. Alright, in that case. Thank you for for choosing to come to the cafe, Lua and Bailey's. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives.
Here. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Bree.
Absolutely.
Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Oh, fine. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however, briefly.
Oh, I love their laughs.
You're a good bunch.
That means a lot, Hyde.
You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Bree, guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde apparently has, but despite that, you've made me feel very welcome. You immediately made me feel part of your family.
Oh, look at her hand. You can see the ring.
Yep. May this warmth that you show others always reflect his joy in the family you're starting today.
Oh! Hey, Autumn!
Hey, Autumn!
I don't have my phone nearby. We've been watching this one on the TV for a bit, and it's so cute. It is!
So
Coffee
cute.
Talk is really, really fun. This is the second game. We've got a whole playlist of all of it, of the previous installments if you want to catch up on it, but this is very sweet.
That's a really good point. Hyde and Gala do feel like a functional, non-horrible Lonely Eyes, don't they?
I don't think I'd say non-horrible. I have a...
Functional.
Yes,
There is a
exactly.
strong people...
And Bailey's has got his ring on as well. You can see them both in their new hand positions. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I love that she's got a headband on behind her
Her little horns.
for hide her horns, and her hair's tucked back. Normally we don't see her ears.
That's a good point.
Oh, Kayla.
Thanks, man. Really.
Immaculate Sunday morning vibes. Thank
Hi,
you.
Bren.
It's what we
Hi,
tried for.
Autumn.
Oh, I can't see. I need to move. He says to the happy couple, it looks like.
To the happy couple.
To the happy couple.
To the happy couple.
Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Look! You can see the tear!
Oh my god! Bree, my dear Bree. Never think that you are out of reach of my retribution.
Ahem. I'm sorry we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have worked well for the occasion. Don't worry about it. This suits me just fine.
Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days.
Oh? Speaking of starting a family, you know, just in case.
And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Written for you.
Thanks, Kayla.
Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere.
Thanks, I think, Hyde.
I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it.
Any specific reason?
I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it, and never especially tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. Oh, hey! One of mine! But nope. Some things like that are very annoying, aren't they? I like that you look at it as just a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice.
Definitely. Booze just became this big social thing, but I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks.
I went to this really expensive restaurant a little while ago, and they had a soft drink pairing option.
Ooh!
They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique.
I love that.
But then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. When did you go to a place like that? Oh, a while ago, with my family. Back when we were still in touch.
Hey.
I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough.
What else goes into it?
A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt,
Ooh.
tonic water.
That sounds like something I'd enjoy.
Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably. Universal donors and all that. Yuck.
This is a joke, right?
And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties.
Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you.
Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that.
She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits.
Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Is that because she met you?
Oh, just a year or 3.
She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister.
Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie she needs to protect.
Well, I mean, compared to her, Gayla is a softie. I'd say Gayla is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury. If Bree ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I could ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over, your primary school friend, Bailey's. Oh, Marco! I thought I caught him staring at her. Bet they didn't leave it at staring. The 2 witnesses, delightfully cliché, isn't it?
And here you are enjoying all the gossip, Mr. Hyde.
Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in a smile.
Ooh, lovely phrase there.
Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds as well.
I actually can't wait to see the photos.
Well, that's the downside of film.
I know. But it'll be worth it. I'm happy to be patient.
Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you.
Oh, I have to take a screenshot. That's a Polaroid.
That's a Polaroid.
Of course he's going old school film. Remember that conversation earlier? Yep. Okay, I'm leaving it up here for a minute or two so everybody can take their screenshots. Oh, look at us!
This is amazing.
What a beautiful moment, Hyde.
Yes, truly, thank you for doing this, Hyde.
Hyde is a not-so-secretly sweetheart. He has a gooey, nuggety center coated in a sardonic, crunchy shell. No wonder he's catnip for Dave.
Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but...
Oh, it's so lovely. It looks so friendly and warm.
Like the wedding we always really wanted to have.
Yeah, once we sift through all the details.
I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture.
Do you only have the one, Hyde?
Why, Bree? Do you want to frame it and hang it on your wall?
Actually, yeah, I'd love to do something like that.
Good thing I saw that coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you.
No objections at all.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Oh, it's gonna go on the wall behind us!
It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Bree, I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Hyde.
It would seem so. Ah, come on. Tell him.
Tell us what?
Well, nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to.
And it's obvious you want him to, Hyde. You're such a brat.
And don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a little while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her.
Oh, that is the sweetest thing. That's a lovely idea.
I bet she's thrilled. She is! An entire party next to her bed. Can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, And just like that, he promised to take their pictures, pro bono.
That's very sweet of you, Mr. Hyde.
It's nothing. I could use the experience, so that I could milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Right?
So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde?
I've got the house, I've got the job, and I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. Have a good one, Specky.
We're about to wrap up here.
Hyde Leibovitz.
Hyde Leibovitz.
That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough? I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? Well, we're not too sure yet. But we're not repeating... Sorry, that's you.
But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless tomato chills scrolling to look at other people's homes. Oh, Lua, you say that now. Lua, would you like to see my carefully categorized folder of photos that I woke Alistair up at yesterday morning to look at with me?
I was already awake, and no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side.
My love.
It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. My family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding.
I didn't know you talked about it.
Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job.
Yeah, I don't really want to consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little.
Yeah, when the time, comes. But, thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic.
It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work.
That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, he'd be good at it too. So would you, but we're not having kids.
I know, and
You can just have the fur babies.
have little fur babies. I'll still do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place.
I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and I married you. Not many men would have wanted that.
You'd be surprised. Times are changing. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who would rather have stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other very well. I think so too.
Mr. Miller.
Mrs. W. No, using my family name on you feels completely wrong. I'm sorry.
They would throw a fit if they heard you say that.
They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much anyway.
As long as we're still Lua and Bailey.
As long as we're still Lua and Baileys.
Oh, they're so sweet. Ooh. Is that my phone? Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Looks like it's his phone.
I still don't have the...
Lucaris!
What's this?
Why?
Georgie's just posted something that looks like his lighter. What is he holding? It's
I
a
can't
pair of
make it out.
earrings.
Yeah.
I can't click on the video.
Excuse me.
Folks, it's trying to run an ad break on us, and we're running late, but I want to finish the day.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a quick 3 minutes, okay? And then we'll come back and see what's up with Hyde. We're running a bit late today. I know if people need to go, that's fine, but I think we should finish off the wedding day. And if you need to catch up on in the VOD afterwards, that's fine. So we're going to take just a really quick break here, folks. We'll be right back. There we go. Aww. Hyde's such a sweetheart. He's just a gooey marshmallow center and he won't admit it. It's very kind. Oh. Let's check something real quick.
So it looks like we only have 1 day after this.
Oh no, we're almost done.
Oh yeah, but it's a long day. You've got like 5 customers.
Okay, so that's fine.
Kind of felt like we were getting endgamey because the vandalism's been resolved.
Kind
and
of.
We've had and we've had the wedding, so I'm not overly surprised.
We're gonna have to pick another game.
I know.
I'm sad. I don't have another Dark Side Detectives or anything. We have several options though, so it's all good. We might try that whole for the Switch Apocalypse cleanup game that we talked about.
Oh, the rooftop one.
Rooftop one. There's the guy.
You wake up in the cryopod on the rooftop and you have to make your space pretty.
Yeah, that might be an option.
That'd be fun.
We'll have to put together some options. Or I might play Pentiment. But that's a PC game, isn't it? It's not Switch. What was that other one that came out recently that sounded really sweet? Oh, wait, maybe we could do the siren singing one. You know, it's the same composer as Transistor. The Siren game.
Yes!
Isn't that on the Switch?
I think it might be.
Might also be on the PlayStation. We can look it up. The ad break ends in a minute. We'll think about it when we get back.
Think about it on the back.
Viewfinder is another one. Puzzles on a Sunday morning. I don't mind puzzles on a Sunday morning. I will be doing the puzzles. Don't worry, everybody. We need to build a list of Sunday morning chill games, I think. I heard same composer as Transistor and sat up to attention. What's the composer's name? Austin Wintory.
The role-playing musical one.
Right, the Siren game.
Yeah, that's out now on PS5.
Great. That might very well be our next choice. Yeah, apparently, we might pull up a trailer after. We'll share some trailers afterwards. But it looks like a noir where you have to investigate things, and there are different songs that you can sing, and it looks really cool. And yes, Austin Wintory. And we'll be back from the ad break in about 10 seconds, it says. But yeah, if you have other suggestions for Sunday morning games, it sounds like we're almost done with Coffee Talk 2. So we're going to need to start coming up with some more game suggestions. I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, Siren something.
I want to say Harmony.
No, I don't think that's it. Austin Wintory game.
Stray Gods.
Huh?
Stray Gods.
Stray Gods. Yep, that's just come out.
There are dialogue traces built into the songs.
Of course there are. I would expect nothing less. That sounds phenomenal. What is this? Oh, I saw this the other day. That's right, I need to look that up. I'm glad that's still open on my phone. Let's finish the day and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so what's up, Hyde? He disappears. Untouched drink, of course. Sounds like Hyde's found a new way forward.
He has, yeah.
I'm happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's actually a bit fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and fragile than an immortal.
Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with only longish lives have issues.
Are you kidding?
Immortality? Are you fucking kidding? I would just lock myself in a house
You get so much done.
for 3 months and be like, right, I've completely fixed everything in my life. Now I'm going to read every book known to mankind. I'll be back.
The to-do list would get meta. It would be like 2, fix global economy.
Right?
3, space travel.
Oh, no. Those are like 4 and 5. First, you have to set up the financial structure in order to be able to do anything you want. Then you have to set up the long-running, like, trust and identity structure so that you can inherit the money through time without being traced.
How far down is establish I am the only one? If not, how many others? If so,
I mean, it's more like a
support structures.
side track. You have to do tracks with this sorts of thing. It's like, let's getting my, like, financial security set for aeons, and this is like...
Please look at the chat.
What? Yeah. Marguerite! Yes, I know. Have I thought about what I would do if I ever became immortal? Yes! Does a very large portion of it involve, like, reading every book I've ever wanted to read and learning how to speak every language I've ever wanted to speak and playing every video game ever? Yes, it does! Because the first thing I'm going to solve is that whole pesky having to sleep thing, because that's what an immortal needs! More time! Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Shall we
have
move
talked
on?
before about cloning and temporal duplicates. And
I love sleep as well, but I always want it to be optional, not a biological necessity.
And every time we have talked about this, I just default to the 11th Doctor saying, so this is how it ends, is it? Pond flirting with pond.
Right?
And
Step 1, immortality. Step 2, 19 Skyrim playthrough. Step 3,
20th
the Wheel of Time books, you know? Maybe I'll read enough of the D&D canon to actually know what everybody's talking about.
Step 6, critical role. I love it.
Right? Exactly. Oh my god. Oh, moving on.
I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans.
Yeah, I think it says we also struggle
And we
with that.
also really struggle with that. That's fair, Urban. I'm not sure there is enough time for Wheel of Time.
I know very little about Wheel of Time, but I know that I have objections to some of the fundamental premises of
Enjoyed
the
the
book.
show.
The show has been fine, but the books I'm kind of like, nah. Put it this way, I'm not saying no, I'm saying you are very low down on the list for sure.
I guess, when it comes to it, the bottom line is this. Everyone gets bored and confused once in a while.
What is boredom?
I had that happen once. And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get.
That makes sense to me.
I will say, though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting.
Really, Gayla, that's what you're gonna call it?
And we just get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Oh, Gayla, well done!
Yes, we do.
At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Bree from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away.
He's been very kind to me, and he's very perceptive about me as well.
And I'm glad he befriended you two. This chat right now, it's really good. You're alright, Gala.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of you, too.
Right back at you. Now, listen to that. That is pouring rain.
It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket. But are you okay?
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I'm always worried about you. It's like literally my job now.
Only if I get to worry about you too. Oh, you guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway.
I've always wondered where that came from. Sounds like lip service for the happy couple to, like, avoid a meltdown if it rains. I mean, this is Seattle. It must happen often enough.
Really? So you don't know?
Don't know what.
Yeah, maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of this phrase?
Are you talking about the goddess Tears legend?
That's the one. I have never heard of this. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I can give you the short version.
Go on. Now I'm really curious.
Alright. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe this is a good place to stop. Can we tell the legend later?
We might have to redo this day if we stop in the middle based on
Well,
the last
what if I
hour.
just save right now?
That's fine. And honestly, this day is very cute, so if we have to redo it, it's not exactly a problem,
Exactly.
is it?
So let's leave right here while he tells the legend. And then that way, if we only have the one day left after this, it might be a full session.
There we go.
Alright, cool. Because we're already running over and I don't
And we
want
have
to drag people
a
around.
decent chunk over. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, folks, and for your patience as these adorable supernatural nerds do their thing.
So your priorities haven't changed that much. I understand. Okay, your homework for next session is everybody has to go think about if they became immortal, what are the first 2 or 3 things that they would do.
Yes.
It's a good thought exercise for the weekend. Right, let's talk about where we're going to be this coming week, because I think
Yes.
it's business as usual.
It is. This coming Wednesday, we will continue our excavation at Hobbs Barrow.
Where
Yeah,
we're
at
wandering off
last.
into the moors with the mysteriously ill priest. I'm sure nothing will go
At
wrong.
last, we will hopefully arrive at the home of Mr. Leonard Shoulder with Father Vomiton.
Really? That's what you're going to call him now?
No, yeah, Pastor
And
Pee-pee.
there was the mysterious Lord Cad we ran into for a moment there as well in the forest. But yes, we'll be continuing Hobbs Barrow on Wednesday nights.
And on Friday, this week's Full Lit will go live with all
Award
sorts
nominated
of stuff.
for that?
Award nominated, British Fantasy Award Short TVs.
Thank you.
And then next Sunday, we'll be back to round off Coffee Talk 2 and start something new.
Yes, and let us know if you have any suggestions for what we should go on to next. We've talked about Viewfinder, which is a perspective puzzle game. We've talked about Stray Gods, which is a
Role-playing musical.
role-playing musical, which sounds
With,
delightful.
like I say, lyric choices as built into the songs.
And I think you already played Oberdin, didn't you?
I have continually nearly played Wreck of the Obra Dinn, but have never actually played it.
All right, Oberdin should go on the list. Very thematic for Demeter, which, by the way, has no UK release date.
Pulled at the last second.
There is no UK release for the Voyage of the Demeter, which is the last Voyage of the Demeter, which I am gutted about. I'm like, how dare you? How dare? And then there's another little game we were going to go see if we have an option for, which is one of those nice, like, resource building, relaxing, cleaning up environmental games about a guy who wakes up out of out of cryosleep and appears to be the last human on Earth and has to clean everything up and make himself a place to live, which sounds like a Sunday morning kind of game for us. And I think there was one other, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. There's a whole TikTok stream. There's a TikToker I follow who reviews. Oh, it's the one where you explore the books in the library and all the lore in the town.
Yep.
There's a whole TikToker I follow who like does little reviews of indie games coming out. And I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but I will share with everybody next week or maybe on Wednesday. But yeah, we're putting together options for our next Sunday morning chill A&M game. And I think that's everything. We don't have any other appearances coming up this
We
week.
don't. It's a surprisingly quiet week.
And
which
then
is really cool.
not this next weekend, but the weekend after, the bank holiday weekend. We are getting out of town because it is the Reading Festival and we live in Reading. So we are going to be gone on the 27th. So 2 weeks from today. So that's fine. If we finish Coffee Talk next week, there'll be a break, and then we won't start something new until the week after.
So we might do like a slightly shorter session next week and just call it at the end of Coffee Talk 2 maybe?
Or like just have a hangout for a little bit.
That works.
That sounds like a good plan. And I think that's everything. Thank you very much for sticking around. I know we ran a bit late today,
Thank you
but
so much,
hopefully
folks.
you enjoyed it.
I've been Alistair,
I've been Marguerite.
and this has been fun. We'll see you next time.